Hello and welcome to Theme Park Information. In today's show we have got a review for Gronaland. This is located in pretty much the middle of Stockholm in Sweden. First time I've ever visited this park, and I will say I was really impressed for the most part, but feel it could be slightly better. So yeah, for those who don't know, you can actually walk to this park pretty conveniently from the city centre. It takes about 45 minutes or so. There is a tram ride which goes there as well, and there is also a boat which can take you there as well, which is really cool. Yeah, I haven't taken a boat to a theme park very often, so pretty cool. The park itself is home to quite a few decent roller coasters and such. They have Monster, B&M Invert. That one will have its own separate review. They then also have a wooden roller coaster in Twister. That one was really cool. Poor capacity, just to pre-warn you. Try and get on it first, or it will have like a 45-minute queue, which is a little bit disappointing. Only was running one train as well, so do watch out for that one. They then have quite a few family roller coasters, and probably the only other really sort of intense roller coaster at the time was Insane, which is pretty cool. Looks really visually cool, but yeah, doesn't do too much, or not particularly re-rideable. Where this park really shines is on its like thrill rides, mainly its tall drop tower-esque thrill rides. It actually has 3 different sort of styles of drop tower, which is really interesting and really unique. So it has like an S&S shot tower, like a classic sort of Intamin sort of apocalypse-esque style drop tower, and then it has a sort of one which tilts you all the way forward, Icarus, which sadly was closed. I'd have actually loved to experience it. Find those sort of ones really interesting, really fun. Sadly didn't open all day. I did see it test, but it didn't ever seem like it was working properly, which is a bit disappointing. They then do have actually a ride which kind of unlocked a new fear, which is very rare for myself, where they have one of the massive, like, sort of like star, sort of like spinning sort of ones where you rise up and spin around the main tower. Very similar to like the Windseeker models you see at various Cedar Fair parks. This one's 400 feet, and I will be honest, the feeling of the wind catching like me in the chair next to me and just twisting us around slightly when you're 400 feet in the air is not a feeling I really want in my life, in all honesty. Not great. Fun and thrilling, but yeah, not a little bit unnerving. So the park, for the rest of it, does have a few other sort of small scale rides, does have a lack of water rides, but in fairness, obviously, it is a fairly small footprint. And as I say, it has lots of little, like, sort of really cool little sort of like cut off bits and sections away from the main path. And the food there was actually really good. I had a really nice burger, chips, I'd say. Really, hats off to that. That was really good. And it was also, really clean, really tidy. So lots of people wandering around. There's actually, because it's all really compact and intertwined, you can also get some really cool and interesting camera shots and stuff like that, which I also thought was really cool. Getting in was okay. I'd say pretty efficient. Managed to get that, the wristband and stuff. Thankfully, once again, being in Sweden, English widely spoken, they understand, which is such a relief. I would say, I don't know, I would potentially consider going back to this park until they open something new, because it did kind of feel that they were missing something a little bit. And a little bit like Liseberg, they do also have the ability to have like live performances in the park, which is really cool. And I actually think they do it slightly better at Liseberg, because they kind of have a stage, but the stage is kind of set up where it's kind of an area which is just a nice wide open space for people to mill about in anyway. Again, I'm not sure if it's maybe the best use of their space. In fairness though, I would have actually loved to have stayed, but I think this is maybe going to underline the issue I had with the park, is I kind of felt like I had done everything in about 4 or 5 hours, and I was like, I don't particularly feel like waiting around for live music when I'm kind of done on everything. And they don't really have like that sort of roller coaster at the minute, which is just like an absolutely elite coaster that you could just ride like 10-20 times in a day, even if it has a bit of a queue, and feel that you're getting a good value for it. They don't quite have that. I say they potentially will do in the future. I think they do have plans to open up a brand new area. And as I can see the park continually improving and expanding, and developing the area around them, maybe getting longer, or potentially maybe even it would be really expensive, building into like the sort of harbour area as well. Potentially, it would probably depend on the ride, but Anyway, as it's a park that I will actually probably would go back to just after they've built a new coaster and stuff like that. But I would certainly recommend going there, especially if you're in the city anyway. As I say, it's pretty convenient and easy to get to. So yeah, I'd well recommend it. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more content. I'll catch you guys on the next one.